Hey guys, it's Amber here. Thank you so very much for joining me today. This is my channel, Plan Aloud, and today I am going to be doing a recipe plan with me, and it's a dessert. And here we go. I honestly didn't plan this out at all, so bear with me today. I'm going to write out the recipe, Suck It To Me cake. Whenever I say this cake, a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about unless they come from like the Black/African American community. When I took this to my in-laws, they never even heard of this cake. So I'm going to use my Pigma Micron 08 to write Suck It To Me cake, and I'll be back. So it's all written out, looking cute already. And depending on if you use this for cupcakes like I did, or if you use it as in a bundt pan as it's originally, your servings are going to vary. So if you use it as a cake, it's going to be 8 to 10 servings. If you make cupcakes, it will be 24 servings. So I'm going to just note that in my notes. I'm going to put the cake up here, and then I'm going to do a side note for cupcakes down here. Perfect. Main ingredient is literally flour. Difficulty, I'm going to say it's about a 3. And that's because this cake has a lot of components, and I'm actually going to put a lot of the components on the back part on this side. Prep time, I say, is about 15 minutes, and cook time is 45 minutes. And the temperature is going to be at 400. Degrees. Okay. Oops, sirs. 8 to 10. Okay. Notes for cupcakes will make 24 and will bake for 20 minutes. I think that's like the easiest thing. I'm also we're gonna make this in a bundt pan, and that's the kind that has like the cone in the middle. Okay. Also, you can serve this with coffee or tea, like unsweetened coffee or tea. I am going to write the ingredients down, and I'll be back. Base of the cake, you'll need 3 cups flour, 2 tablespoons baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon salt, a 1.5 cups of sugar, 3/4 cup butter. Oops. Oh my gosh, I was like not even paying attention when I wrote this stuff. That's what I'm saying. This one is gotta pay attention. Okay, a 1/4 cup oil, and I just used olive oil. I believe you could use olive oil or canola oil or vegetable oil. I think all those would be fine. 3 egg replacements. Like I've said before, I'm vegan, so I don't use a regular egg, but this was initially my mother's recipe, so it called for 3 eggs, and then 1 teaspoon vanilla and 12 ounces of sour cream. Yes, there's vegan sour cream. So on the back, we have 3 different ingredients with recipes. I actually just wrote the recipes here because they were going to be really simple and I didn't want to do something weird down here, so this just made it simple. So for the egg replacements, it's 1 tablespoon of flaxseed meal to 2 tablespoons water. You just mix it very well and then you set it aside for about 5 minutes to become the consistency of eggs. And then for the cinnamon strudel, so you do 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 4 tablespoons brown sugar, 1 cup of chopped pecans, and you just mix it together and set it aside. And then for the cinnamon glaze, I would advise to make this last, but you can make it earlier and then just put a little bit more milk in it later on so it will be a thinner consistency, but I would just make it after everything's baked. And you would do 2 tablespoons milk of choice, 1 cup powdered sugar, a quarter tablespoon cinnamon, a half a tablespoon vanilla extract, and you can just combine it all together to get the glaze. All right, now I'm going to go back to the front and I am going to fill in all the prep. All of the extras, like little recipes, I've already prepped, so I'm not going to put that in here. Okay guys, this probably was one of my most intense to write out for no reason other than you can really like doctor this up however you want. So I'm gonna just read out how I have everything down. Mix all dry ingredients together: flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and sugar, then set aside. Then mix wet ingredients together: butter, oil, egg replacements, vanilla, and sour cream. Then you're gonna pour your wet ingredients into your dry mix and combine. It should be like a thick, tacky batter. And then I wanted to note here, regardless if using a bundt pan or cupcake pan, you'll be layering half the batter, then strudel, then batter. So for the bundt cake, grease the pan and layer half the batter, then sprinkle the strudel mix covering all of the batter, then layer remaining batter on top. Pop in the oven for 45 minutes. Simple as that. For cupcakes, fill cupcake liner about halfway, sprinkle some of the strudel, and then layer more batter all the way up to the top line of your liner. Repeat. Pop in the oven for 18 minutes. Simple. Our last step is out. In cake/cupcakes have cooled down, you can drizzle as much or little of the glaze. Enjoy. And honestly, that's the truth. This is a very delicious cake/cupcake. Let me see if there's anything else. I'm gonna write a C here for cake, and then I'm gonna do CC for cupcakes, and that is 18 minutes. I think that would be best. And then I will write a C for cake, and then for cupcakes, we're gonna do 24. I think that will be easier, and I think anybody who pulls this out, and my son, like, because this book is gonna go to my son eventually, they'll be able to follow this cake. Also, I wanted to use a bundt pan. Literally, this is how I ate my sakatumi cake earlier. I think this is all good. I'm probably not going to do anything with this up here or this. So I think it's time to decorate it just ever so slightly. And then I will show you guys my cupcakes. I think I want to put a little whisk, because honestly this recipe does call for quite a bit of whisking. stirring. And everything so far I have gotten out of recipe, but let's actually go into yellow food. Let's see if we can find at least a cake and like a cupcake. This is perfect right here. This is what your cake will look like if you use a bundt pan. Like straight up. Let's get like a little cupcake as well, because why not? Let's get this one down here. Looks like I have little chocolate chips on top. Put that one down there. Yeah, let's see what else. I don't know if there's really anything else I want to put. Let me just go back to this one and see if they have all these cute little sayings and things. I mean, my family does really love this recipe. It's super good. Let's just pull in one of these yums, because you want to have something. It is so yummy. Okay, I'll be back and I'm gonna show you guys my muffins. Hey guys, so here are my Sakatimi cake muffins, or cupcakes. I don't think they're cupcakes because they don't have frosting, but anywho, so I didn't write this in the recipe because I don't think it's necessary. We can always jazz up our things. I just made a little bit of extra strudel and put it on top because that's what my son likes. There is the recipe. It's so good and it's so buttery. You can really taste like the butter in there. All right, here it is, guys. If you like this, you should definitely give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post content. Thank you so very much, and remember to have a beautiful one.